Hey everybody, it's Jocelyn, your A to B Fit Beachbody coach. I wanted to take some time to make a video about meal planning and prepping. I have had several of my challenge group members asking me, how do you do that? How is it effective? And so I wanted to give a few tips of things that I've learned that have helped me and my family to meal plan, to prep, to make sure that we save tons of time in our week and that we still stick to our nutrition goals. So several of you know I am a huge fan of the 21-Day Fix Nutrition program. It's basically what I follow and have followed for the past year and have lost 32 pounds. I use it with every workout I do. I don't necessarily just do the 21-Day Fix workout. I did for a few rounds and I've now switched it up and have moved on to other workout programs. But this nutrition program is so great. It is the one that I have found to be the most effective, the most healthy. It actually provides you the information of how to eat clean and what exactly to eat. So it is really beneficial for someone who doesn't really know exactly what to eat, or you may have dieted and you're always hungry, or you're dieted and you feel like you're not satisfied, or if you're not getting the results you need. This helps you to figure out, okay, what am I doing right? What do I need to do better? And it gives you portion control containers. So I have all these. You get your green, your purple, your red, your yellow, your blue, and your orange. And this is going to guide your meals and how you eat each day. There's also a guide in this book that tells you exactly how many of each container you get based off of your own specific formula, your weight, height, gender, all those things. And it tells you what of these you need to eat and how much you need to eat. So I have mine and I have my formula, and then that's for me. But that doesn't mean that guides solely what my meal plan is, because I still have other people in my family that need more or need less or don't use this meal plan at all, like my children. So even though I try and get them to eat healthy, they don't necessarily follow containers to guide their meals. So I do try and make things that my whole family can eat. So a lot of the recipes I make are things that they can eat too, which is great, because then I don't have to plan and prep two different meals or two different plans. And I don't have to just feed my kids frozen junk either, because I'm spending all my time prepping my meals, so they just kind of get the shaft. I know that have been a product of that in the past, and I'm glad that I've eliminated that when I was dieting before. So I've learned so much about how to cook healthy and clean, but for it to be flavorful and it to be tasty and it to be fulfilling. So I use these containers to guide my eating. When I go to plan for the week, I just Pinterest. I use Pinterest a lot for recipes. Also, I use this new Fixate cookbook that has all the container amounts on each recipe. Really great stuff. It'll tell you exactly what the containers are. So I've used that a lot for my dinners and my meals. But I'll just basically plan a dinner that is 21-Day Fix approved, but is really tasty. And I have tons of recipes that I can share with you about clean eating, but it actually tastes good. So I go and I plan my weekly meals. So I do it by hand. There's a lot of people that use computers. I'm a hand person. I write. So I will plan out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then a lot of times on the weekends, we already have a plan or we're doing stuff, and I plan around that. But I always plan my 6 meals. So in the 21-Day Fix program, you have to eat 5 to 6 meals. And really, it's 3 bigger meals and then 2 snacks. So I do, in the morning, I'm blessed, so because I have someone that makes my breakfast for me. But you could also prep this at the beginning of the week, and we've been doing that lately. So we make egg, sausage, burritos. And you can make those on Sunday when you make the rest of your food as well. Roll them up, put them in a bag, and put them in the freezer. So then every morning when you're in a hurry, when you're trying to get to work, you can just pull them out and put them in the microwave. So we do that for breakfast. We always do like egg burritos, or there's these egg muffin things that you can pre-make and freeze and then just heat those up as well. But we do that for our 5 work days. So it just saves time in the morning when you're running around like crazy and you don't have to, plan and prep something in the morning that's healthy. A lot of times people either skip breakfast or they grab something like a biscuit or a donut or something like that because it's easy and it's convenient, and they don't have time to sit there and prep their breakfast. So we have started to do that. It's really beneficial, and they're really good too, so that's a positive. And that falls into my containers, and then so I know I'm going to eat that for breakfast. I'm not really a variety person 100%, so I don't have to change my breakfast every morning. If you're somebody that's like that, then there are other options to add to your breakfast that you can also freeze and put in the microwave as well. But I'll plan, so I have that for my breakfast every morning, and we make those, put them in the freezer, very simple. Then I always, for lunch, I plan something that I can take with me, and a lot of times it's leftovers from the dinner the night before, or when we plan for the week, we'll plan it out to where I say, okay, I need 5 lunches. This week, for example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a rotisserie chicken from Kroger, and I'm going to take it all off the bone, and I'm going to make 5 healthy chicken wraps. They're going to consist of a whole wheat tortilla for most. For me, I'm gluten intolerant, so I have a gluten-free tortilla. Then I'm going to put my rotisserie chicken that goes into my red, so I'll put just as much as fits in here, so I know exactly how much I'm putting in it. And then I'm going to put it into my wrap with half of my blue of cheese, 1 green of spinach leaves, and then I have a homemade honey mustard sauce that is amazing. I have that on another video. If you want that recipe, please let me know. But I put that on there. I wrap it all up in a tortilla, and that's my lunch. And then I'll do like a fruit, which is a purple, and call it a day. That's my lunch. So I do 5 of those. Prep them, roll them up, put them in a bag. They're ready to go. I don't have to do anything except grab it when I'm leaving for the day. Then sometimes I'll do like celery if I need an extra green, and dip it in a little bit of fat-free ranch or something like that, which is an orange. I just plan for my day on how many containers I need, and then I prep my meals and my snacks around that. So for example, if I'm doing my burrito for breakfast, I have my wrap for lunch. I know exactly how many containers I've used and exactly what I have left. So then I'll plan my snacks around that. Usually it consists of a fruit, a purple, and then I'll do like maybe peanuts with an orange, or almonds is a blue. Like I'll just have a healthy nut and then a fruit usually for my snack, my first snack. And then for dinner, I have tons of really good recipes, but we will prep those main dinners, and we'll just put them in the freezer, or if it's a crock pot recipe that's really easy, we'll just throw it in there that morning. We just have everything together so we don't think about it. So for example, if we're going to do a crock pot chicken fajitas, which is what we've done in the past, and I think we're doing this week, we just cut up the vegetables, cut up the chicken, have everything ready to go in bags, and all we have to do is take the bag out of the refrigerator, dump it, turn it on, and go. So we don't have to sit there and cut. We don't have to sit there and think about what are we doing. We have everything already pre-done so that when it's time to cook it or it's time to go, it's very simple steps of just heating it up or just throwing it in a crock pot, or something that does not take a lot of our time. Our time is valuable during the week. We are busy and we want to be able to get everything we need to get done and spend time together. I know a lot of people have baseball games and sports and all kinds of things going on, so make sure that you take that tip into consideration because it will save you so much time during the week. So I'll go and I'll plan out, okay, 5 different dinners that we're going to do. And I do this by looking on Pinterest for 21-day fix approved recipes. In the Fixate book, I look in that, and I'll pick out 5 things that sound good, and I usually do a variety. So like I'll do chicken one night, fish another night, turkey another night, just so I don't get tired of things. And that's just how I am with my dinners. My breakfast, I can eat everything the same, but I want my dinners to be different. So I plan out that, and typically we'll cook it that night, or cook it some of it, the sides and things, on Sunday, and then just have, like I said, throw it in a pot or something like that to heat it up. And then we usually have enough so that I have lunch for the next day, or I plan for that. I plan to cook a little bit extra so that I have lunch for the next day. It's already cooked, it's in a container, all I have to do is grab it and go. If you're not a leftovers person, then you can do like what I said for this week, what I'm doing with the wraps. You can plan your lunches, go ahead and pre-make them, simple, put them in bags, have everything ready to go, so you just grab and go. And then for when I'm planning for my day, then I'll always have my Shakeology. It is the absolute healthiest meal of the day. 70 plus superfoods, all your needed fruits and vegetables. Really has made a difference in me and my energy and my cravings and how I feel. And so I always drink that every day. And it just depends in my day where it fits best. It may fit best for my afternoon snack. It's a lot of times when I drink it, because that's when typically my issue was craving sweets in the afternoon and then not having any energy. So it's really helped me to drink it then, because then I can do that and I have energy and I don't crave those sweets and I get my workout in. That's the most important part. And then sometimes if I don't want my shake at that time, if it works better where we're going somewhere that night and I know I'm going somewhere that's going to have unhealthy foods, or we're going to be running late, or I need a convenience meal, I'll plan to drink my shake for dinner. And it works out good because it's easy, convenient, it's on the go. I don't have to worry about going through fast food. It's cheaper than fast food, and I know that it's healthy. So that's how I plan my week, and I just write out each day, breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, and then I'll make a grocery list based off of my 5 dinner plans, and then we always get eggs, we always get tortillas, and then I fill in my snacks. So I have my grocery list. When we come home, we go to the grocery store on Sunday, we come home, and then we start prepping. So I'm going to let you go now, but I will return with some tips as we're prepping our food tonight. Have a great night. Hey everyone, we're headed to the grocery store to get our groceries for the week, and I had a few tips I wanted to give you as I was thinking about when we were going, and that is, we have my family here, see? JC's in the back. A few tips I came up with that I think that are really important when you're going to the grocery store and you have your list to save time, since planning and prepping, we're all about saving time. That's what this is all about. So to save time at the grocery store, create a list that has compartmentalized areas of the grocery store of things that you need to get, so that you don't have a long list and you're running all over the place looking for things. If you list them in the areas of the grocery store which you will find them, then it's easier just to go down that list, get everything, mark it off, and then move on to the next part of the grocery store. If you have a long list, it's a little bit harder, and you wind up forgetting something in a section and having to go back. So that just helps with saving time. Also, another tip I have for the grocery store is do not go to the grocery store hungry, because you will buy everything in sight and it's probably not going to be the healthiest options. So make sure you eat a snack, or make sure that your stomach's full when you go to the grocery store, so you don't buy a lot of unhealthy, pointless things that you do not need.
Hey guys, this is Jim. I'm here to show you how we prep our breakfast burritos in the morning. I've already cooked up roughly about 12 eggs, a whole egg and 2 egg whites for each burrito. And I take a turkey sausage patty. It looks something like this over here. I can find it there. Buy Kroger in the frozen section, and I just cook 2 of them in the microwave, and I take a half of turkey sausage and I put it on each burrito, and then I take roughly 3 eggs, 1 whole, 2 whites, put it on top, and then I just fold it. You can also add, if you feel like, some salsa. That's what makes it a burrito, but you just fold it here and roll it over. And I do this until I get to the end, and then I cover it with saran wrap. So I take my saran wrap here. If Jocelyn didn't mess it up. And I cover it here and make sure you get everything in. Fold the sides. Roll it over, try to get it as airtight as possible. And then when that's done, I take it and I take a freezer bag. I just drop them in and we'll put them in the freezer. And in the morning time, you just reach in and grab 1 or 2. However many, I need like 2 or 3. Put it in the microwave, warm it up, put sauce on it. You got your breakfast for the morning. I hope y'all enjoy that recipe. I think Jocelyn's going to put it on the website for you.
Okay guys, it's Jocelyn, your A to B Fit Beachbody Coach here. I am making something for lunch for the whole week. So I am prepping, I've planned my meals for the week. Now I am going to show you how I prep my lunches. Now sometimes I take leftovers for my meals that I have prepped, and that works really well for me. But when I need a good lunch, for the week, like this week, I planned my lunches to be something I already prep. So I am going to show you how I do that. If you look here, it's going to be difficult probably to show you right here. But I have my 21-day fixed containers. I have my rotisserie chicken that I pulled off the bone, my lettuce, and then I have my cheese. And I made my homemade honey mustard sauce, and I am going to be making chicken wraps for my lunches this week. So I have gluten-free. If you're a gluten-free person, these are the best gluten-free wraps, Rudy's. If you're not gluten intolerant or celiac, then you can go with the whole grain tortillas. Really good. Either way, it works. It's good and healthy. So you're going to get a wrap, and I'm making mine for tomorrow right now. So you're going to get out a wrap. I'm going to see if I can show you this. It's going to be kind of difficult. But you have a wrap here, and I'm going to get my... Gotta get a plate. That would help. But I make these wraps, and if I make 5 of them, that's 5 lunches for my week. I have them already made. I put them in a container or a bag, and then I just take them with me to work. So I just pull them out of the refrigerator, and then I have them, and they're already prepped. It's very simple to take chicken off of a rotisserie bone. You have all your other ingredients here. I have my containers, so I know exactly how much I need of each thing. The tortilla is going to count as 1 yellow container. I have my cheese here, and that's going to go into my blue container. So I get as much, and I already made 1 wrap, so I'm only going to do half. And then my red is my chicken. So I'm able to choose my chicken. Don't worry, I did wash my hands. And I just put it in my red container, and I get as much chicken that will fit into my red container. This is kind of difficult trying to show you this. But okay, so I get my red container of chicken, and then I have my lettuce here that I'm going to put into my green container. Like so. Okay, so then I have all my containers. I know exactly how much I have of everything and what it's going to count as for my meal. So I'm going to take my tortilla, and I have it right here on my plate. And then I'm going to take my red container of my chicken, pour it out, arrange it properly. Take my cheese, pour it on. Take my green lettuce, pour it on my wrap. Okay. And then I'm going to take my orange of my homemade honey mustard sauce, and I just pour it on there. Okay, and then I have my wrap that I will wrap up and put into saran wrap paper. I've already made 2 for Jim's lunches. So those are 2 wraps he can just pull out. He gets 2 a day. I get 1 for lunch. And then I'll have my purple container. Haven't cut this up yet, but I probably won't do that until I actually just eat it whole. But 1 apple is my purple container, so I'll eat that with my wrap for lunch. So for lunch, I've had pretty much 1 of every container, and it's a well-balanced lunch. It's easy. I can wrap it up, put it in the refrigerator, and then just grab and go. And I have them all done for the whole week. So I'll make 5 of them really fast. It does not take that much time. And all I had to do was buy rotisserie chicken and the other ingredients. So the prep for lunch is really super easy. And by the time I'm done, it may take me 10 minutes. And I know exactly how much of each serving I need because my containers tell me exactly what I need. And that's just 1 meal. So the rest of my containers I'll have for the rest of the day. I hope this helped and that it gives you a good idea for something that you can do for lunch. And if you are a 21-day fixer, then you will be able to use your containers. If not, and you would like to try this program, please message me and I will help you to see if it may be right for you. So I hope that this helped and that you have a good planning of your lunches, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay guys, so we have pretty much everything going. We have the turkey chili that's almost done. We have baked potatoes in the microwave that goes with the turkey chili. And our salad that we're going to just kind of put everything into 1 container. So it's just pick up and go. And then we have our fish done. We are about to make our vegetables that will go with it. And our brown rice. And then we have enchiladas cooking in the oven. So they'll be finished. And we have vegetables cut up and ready to be put in a bag for our crock pot chicken fajitas. And that's pretty much where we're at with our dinner. I'm going to provide you with all the recipes for the dinners so that you can have them. They're really easy, they taste really good, and it's like a simple prep. And you can put it all in a container like we're going right here. We got the chili, we're going to put the baked potato in here and then do a separate little bag of salad to go with that. Grab and go. It's a really good meal. And then for some of our other, like our chicken pitas that are going in the crock pot, we'll have everything ready to go, cut up in bags, and we'll just put it into the crock pot that morning or right when we get home from work, and it'll be ready by the time we eat dinner. And then I'm going to, once everything is done, I'll kind of go over with you, or I'll show you a picture of all of it prepped in containers, ready to go, and how easy and simple it is to just pre-prep, pre-plan, so that your week is on point. So I hope you've enjoyed this and that you've gotten a lot of good tips and recipes, and that in your upcoming week you plan and prep so that you can stick to your goals and save lots of time. Have a great night.